What is up, guys? It's your girl, Charlene FX, your favorite female trader, and I'm back with another video. So really quickly, I first off want to wish everybody a very happy Christmas holiday. I hope that you got everything you asked Santa for. I hope you were able to spend time with family, with friends, able to reflect on the year and enjoy, making it to the end of the year and hopefully, kicking off 2023 with a bang. So I hope everybody had a great holiday. And I also want to say, for those of you that, may be alone or may have been busy with work or whatever the case is, we all live different lifestyles and such, reach out to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get busy with our jobs, with our, responsibilities that we have every day, that we forget to reach out to the ones that we love and the ones that we care about and just say, hey, just thinking about you, shoot them a quick text, say I love you to somebody, be a friend to somebody, be a blessing to somebody. Be thankful for all the things that you have, all the people you have in your life, people that support you, the people that love you and care about you, your friends, your family, everybody that brings any type of love and positivity into your life. Those are the ones that you want to hold on to as tight as possible and never let them go. All right. So just remember that, guys. I hope everybody is looking forward to the new year. Hope everybody's motivated. Hope everybody's happy. And I really hope the best for everybody that's watching this video, all of your friends, all of your family. I hope 100% blessings to everybody. Okay, remember that we are all blessed to live every single day the way we do. The things that we take for granted, other people don't have. Loneliness is at an all-time high this time of year. Depression is at a high. Suicide rate goes up. A lot of people are going through a lot. So sometimes just a small text saying, hey, I'm thinking about you, or a quick phone call, just say, hey, hope you're okay, everything's doing good, can do wonders for somebody. You guys, you have no idea what that can do for somebody's day or somebody's life, even, because we all deal with battles that a lot of us just don't know about. So be a blessing to somebody, and be thankful for all the things that you have. Wake up every morning and thank God for everything that you have in your life, and look forward to things getting better and you getting leveling up every day, progressing every day, and being the best individual that you can be, and leaving a positive effect on your life and everybody else's around you as well. All right. So appreciate you guys for that. All of you that reached out to me, shoot me DMs, text, wishing me a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I see all of it, love all of it. Wish the same for you guys as well, and looking forward to a prosperous 2023. All right, so let's talk about US30. I haven't been on the charts, guys, in about like 2-3 weeks now. I've been traveling a little bit, been disconnecting from things just a little to kind of recenter, rebalance myself. I like to do that every once in a while. And it's important to do that, but at the same time, I miss it. I miss trading. I miss being on the charts. I miss teaching. I miss all of it. So obviously, you guys know I'm always on Instagram, and I'm always, keeping my ear to the ground to see what's going on. And we see here that Mr. Q Banks has hit about a 78K day on US30. So what I'm going to do for you guys, obviously with the title of this video, is I'm going to be breaking down this US30 move that he was able to catch, and hopefully you guys can get some knowledge out of this video and be able to take the knowledge back to help yourself in the future. All right, so not a bad trade, right? 40K bags on each of these setups here, dropping a 2 lot on this trade here. And I hope you guys notice that a lot of us traders, right, the profitable ones, the ones that are, doing numbers, we are pretty consistent with our lot sizes, right? We stack, right? He's stacking here. We're most likely stacking, it looks like here, because his entries are relatively right next to each other. I know Q usually scales into his positions when he's holding positions for a certain amount of time, but it looks like here that he just stacked on this position, right? I'm the stacking queen. I love to stack. So when I see my mentor stacking, I know I'm doing something right, right? So we're going to break down this move. We're going to look at his entry. We're going to look at his exit. I'm not quite sure where his stop loss was. It does say that he was risking about 35K on this trade. I don't know if it's 35K per position or if it was 35K as a whole, but nonetheless, we're going to break down this move. and see how he was able to catch it and go from there. All right. So first and foremost, also before I get into that real quick, I just want to drop a quick shout out to my broker, because I'm seeing a lot of you, and I do mean a lot of you, signing up for this live account giveaway that I got going on here with my broker, Henko Trade. They've reached out to me and they're like, wow, you know, people are really jumping on. People are really showing discipline. They're not over trading. They're kind of taking it easy. Some people have, I know some of you have even stopped trading, similar to me, because, you know, trading around the holidays can be a little, you know, there's still setups, there's still moves here and there, but you got to have discipline with your trading. You got to have rules within the trading. You know, you got to have times where you're like, you know what, I'm going to trade, and this time I'm not going to trade because of so-and-so. You know what I mean? The reason why I don't trade around the holidays is because I noticed that when I trade around the holidays, my win rate is not as high. And not only that, I'm of the belief that trading around the holidays is, because I like to spend time with my family. Christmas, New Year's, my favorite holidays of the year. So I prefer to just spend that time, you know, enjoying my family and enjoying some time to just relax, rather than, you know, being on the charts every single morning. You know what I mean? So those of you that have joined the giveaway, if you don't know about it yet, it's a live account giveaway. We're doing several account giveaways. The giveaway, I might have to extend it past February, because there's so many people in there. It's going to be a lot of accounts that we have to look at, a lot of like review that we have to do to see who actually is going to be winning these accounts. So it's a lot of work, but I'm really happy. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. A lot of you are doing excellent with it, so keep up the great work. The gentleman that loaded 10K into his account, live 10K, and took that account to 30, what was it, 32, I think, or 33,000 he's at right now. Killing it right now. He's he obviously may not need the money because he was able to drop 10K and to run it up, but hey, may the best man win, may the best people win. There's going to be multiple winners that we're picking. So if you're not in it, guys, sign up with Henko with the link in the description box of this video. If you go to my YouTube channel, guys, under all of my videos, I will have the link at the bottom of the video. It'll be the first link in the video. Click on that link, sign up for a live account. Make sure it's an ECN account. It has to be a minimum of $100. Have your leverage. Just follow these rules here, and you guys are going to be good to go. All right. So congrats to all of you that are doing great. I can't wait to pick the winners and see how much you guys could run it up, because this is excellent. I'm very, very happy to see what I'm seeing. All right, so real quick, let's go back here. All right, so my boy Q, US30, 2-lot, 40K, 40.6 on one and 42 on the next one. So his entries were 33165, 33157, and his exits are right around the same. So let's see here. He said he held some moves from Friday or last week. Market opened on a nice gap, putting me in profit when I was only up around 6K on market close last week. So obviously he opened up this trade last week, and it looks like he closed it in his last few days. So on market open, it put me up almost 80K. Risk was around 35, so the risk reward was good. And he risked it for the biscuit, guys. That's the only way you're going to be profitable in these markets, is you got to risk a little to make a lot. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to risk a lot to make a lot. It is what it is. All right. So let's look at the setup that he caught here. So obviously this is on mobile, so it's not, you know, you can't really see what's going on all the way to the left here. But if we look closely here, we'll see his entries, or let's see, 33165. So if we look here, 33175, 33. So right around this area here that he entered, and he said the market gapped up and put him in profit. So he was already up about 6K on his positions, and then the market gapped up and put him up in profit. So it looks like he might have entered the trade like maybe last week, Thursday, Friday maybe, and then when the market opened Monday, it gapped, and then it put him into some nice profit. So let's look at the move right here. So let's use bar replay, and let's take all this out right here. All right, so let's go to the daily. I'm going to start out with the daily and see what we got going on here. So I had placed this here because I already back tested this move, but I'm going to be recording it here for you guys to see. So basically on US30, on the daily time frame, I'm seeing that we had tested these highs right around this area here. right? We tested these highs here. We can see here price held a support around that area there. Price broke beneath this area, tested it once, and then dropped. So we were in a bearish trend for a while, and it looks like we pulled back to test these highs. All right, cool. Easy analysis there. So we tested these highs, and then price came down to retest these lows right around here. So as you guys can see, we have a nice little supply area up here. Price was testing this demand area here, and we kind of just were ping-ponging inside this area. But if you guys look here, you'll see we had a very nice rejection exhaustion area up here, which rejected this area, and then price had a nice bearish engulfing, which took out these lows here. So as you can see, we had a bearish drop with a nice clean pullback, and then we see price coming back down. So it could just look like Q just took the pullback for the buy positions and caught this move here. So if we look closely here, we can see that we created a level of support below this area here. So once this bearish drop was done and price started rejecting off this area, off this demand area here and pushing up, it looks like all he did was catch the push to the upside, which is potentially also a retest as well. So let's go to the 4 hour and see what we got here. All right, so 4 hour setup here. Price was making lower lows and lower lows, lower highs. We created a bullish retracement to the upside here. So if I mark off this area right there, perfect, right there. All right, so we have that engulfing move. We have a retest of this level here. Price kind of lingered here before we finally broke. On the 4 hour time frame here, you'll see that we had a bullish engulfing here. We had a nice retest to the downside, exhaustion area, and then price continued to close bullish. Once we see this bullish close above this area and you already had a retest, price at that point was already just taken off. Remember, guys, you need to analyze data that happened before the actual move so that you can understand what the market did. Okay, so all this analyzing is very, very important. Know that I guarantee you, before Q took this trade, he did a whole bunch of analyzing to have an idea of where he thought the market was going to go for him to be able to execute on this move and also have the confidence to hold it for as long as he did. Okay, so we see that the market pushed up, bullish move, retest of this bearish drop. Didn't quite give us a full retest, but it did retest this area here, which is most important. And then we see that price tested this area, multiple rejections in this area. Bearish drop continued all the way down, clearing this entire move right here, which was beautiful. So we can take that off now because that's already happened. Now we've dropped. Okay, we've tested this support again. This support was tested. Perfect. Boom. Where support was tested, and put that back. And we have a bullish move to the upside. Now we have a bullish move to the upside and lower higher lows being formed. We see that price tested this area 1, 2, 3 times. Once we had the bullish move to the upside, we see that price was not able to come back down to this area, thus potentially creating a transition for market to go back bullish. So if I mark off this area here, we will see that the market was failing to make new lows. Perfect. So now that we see we have this area here that was holding resistance, it would make sense for price to break this resistance to potentially continue back up and fill this area here to potentially retest these highs right here. Because if we look at the market as a whole, right, the market was ping-ponging inside this area. Anything below this area was sells. Everything above was for buys, especially with this bearish move that took place prior. Okay, so all this was a nice little retest of this drop, and then for price to potentially continue down. So it looks like he caught the retracement of this move, because it looks like the market could be continuing for the sells if we break below here. But for now, it just looks like he was catching the retracement inside this zone here. All right, so let's drop down to the 30-minute and see what he might have saw. All right, so we see that price made a bullish engulfing here, and we see that price was holding a level of support right in this area here. So we see that price broke this support level here. This was nothing but ranging, right? No real setups in here, no big deal. But as long as this did not break this low here, we see that the market was potentially pushing short-term bullish inside this area. So it makes sense. All right, so price was ranging inside this area, came right back inside this nasty range, and then it started playing around again. So what do we see happening here in terms of entries? Well, we see that we have a bullish engulfing, bullish breaking back above this level of support. And what do we have? Exhaustion wick, and we have a nice little retest candle right here on the 30-minute time frame. If you look closely here, you'll see we have that retest of a pullback of this low, and then another engulfing candle. Another engulfing candle pushed up a little higher, tapping these levels right here. Exhaustion area, tap, 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 retest. Price pushed down, and now it's retesting this area right here. Beautiful. Retesting that area. So all you would be looking for really is for price to break above this area to look for price to continue up. But this would be an ideal entry for you to keep your risk reward as low as possible, right? So you would look here and say, okay, I see price retesting. All I would like to see is a bullish candle close for price to give me that confirmation, because what do we see forming here? We see beautiful market structure forming. So you'd want your stop loss to be right around like that area there. Your entries technically would like to be right around these lows here, to, like I said, to keep your risk reward as low as possible. I'm sorry, as high as possible. And then to keep your risk low, your reward high, right? And then you want to see price eventually take off for the buy. So if I'm trying to think the way Q thinks to see what he was potentially looking at, all you wanted price to do overall, guys, was just hold this level of support. You wanted price to hold this support because we tried to break once before. We were not able to create a new low. We created a higher low. Price broke above with a bullish engulfing. We held another level of support here. Price broke it with a bullish engulfing, and now we're retesting this previous high for price to eventually turn around and go back up. The only way I would be looking for sells here is if price was to come down here, breaking this low, and then eventually looking for that retest for price to continue down. But if I didn't get those confirmations, guys, then I need to be continuing to look for buys, because we were holding this level of support and we already retested it with this candle right here. Now, once we have this retest candle here, all you're looking for is for price to eventually take off, which is what it did, and he was able to grab his move and take off. And he said that the market had gapped right around this area here. So I think he was confident that the market was still going to continue and respect market structure for him to take those entries, and that's what actually got him that profit, because I think he said he was in 6K profit. He said he was in 6K profit. So if his entry was right here, so this is where his entry was. So let's put our entry where his entry was, which was right around here. So let's say his stop loss was maybe, let's say, below that area there. Yeah, so he was right around this area here in profit before the market gapped and opened up and pushed him over here. And let's see why he exited where he exited at. So his exit was right here. All right, so let's mark that off here. Right there. All right, so what did he see here? Why did he exit here? Why not? Why didn't he hold the move to continue up? Well, number one, it could have been he was content with his profit. So that could have been one of the reasons. And number two, it kind of makes sense because we are approaching this area here of supply where price had broken with an engulfing candle. We had a weak retest here, and prices continued to plummet after that. It never really came back to test this area. But if I draw a level of support right here, perfect, guys, perfect. Support, 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 breaking, and now holding as resistance. So it makes sense that this move came down. So I think his take profit area was in this area right here. And it might have pushed up higher than he wanted it to. And then he decided to just take profit where he took it at. And as you can see, it's a good thing that he did, because the market ended up coming right on back down. But even though it came down to his entry, it eventually pushed all the way back up. it pushed all the way back up. So structure is still being maintained for the buys. Let's say he would have held all this time, and let's say it would have went, up into crazy profit, 80K profit, and then came back to his entries, and it might even put him back into a little bit of drawdown. He still would have been able to catch the retracement for the buys to continue up, because the market is still creating higher lows. Still creating higher lows. So the structure is still there, right? So that's pretty much what I got from this setup, from this move. Is this a trade I would have caught? I'm not sure. I would have had to study this chart a little bit longer to see what I would have saw. But if I'm analyzing based on what's already happened, it's clear as day. It is plain as day. Super clean setup. Super good trade. I don't hold my trades, so would I have held, for this gap? I don't know. Probably not. It's been a while since I've held my moves through the weekend. I have done it before. It's not fun because sometimes you never know how the market is going to open up on, Sunday night. So you're kind of, playing Russian roulette with that at times. But if you have confidence in your setup and you are as experienced as someone like Q is, then this is just a walk in the park for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's not anything you need to be too concerned about. And again, if you're not trading too much on emotion, you're not letting, the money aspect of it get to you too much, then you're not going to be scared to hold your move because you've already accepted the level of risk that you put on that trade. So if he was risking 35,000, he was willing to lose that in order to make what he made. So that's something you have to be comfortable with, guys. You cannot be taking trades and say, oh, I'm willing to risk $2,000, and as soon as the trade goes 1,000 in drawdown, you're ready to get out. Now, if it goes against your analysis, obviously it makes sense to do that. But you have to stick with your analysis at times and give the trade room to breathe, give it room to fluctuate. And especially if you're trading a pair like US30, you better have the right account size. You better have the right psychology and the right emotions to be able to weather the storms that this trade or this setup or this pair is going to put you through. All right, so this was a clean move, guys. Clean setup, clean trade. Very, very nice move. I'm really starting to like looking at US30, analyzing it. I just started trading it recently, not too long ago, but I'm really liking the setup that I'm seeing on it. It just takes a patience. It takes a lot of analysis, a lot of understanding to be able to trade this pair. But as you can see, you yourself can have, monster days on this pair if you know what you're doing with that pair. All right, guys. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. This was a lot of fun backtesting. It feels good to be back on the charts because I really, really miss trading. I cannot wait for the new year to be over so I can get back in my groove. The live trading sessions on YouTube are going to be kicking off too as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun to share with you guys. So appreciate you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, drop a comment. If you saw something else, if you did a different analysis, shoot me something on Instagram, DM, let me know what you thought about this. But other than that, congrats to Q on this excellent trade. I hope some of you were able to catch some of it as well, those of you that are still trading around this time. But other than that, guys, I look forward to the new year. Wishing you all many, many blessings, and thanks for watching. Catch you guys on the next one, and everybody have a happy, happy new year. I'm out.